what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight I'm going to be talking about a couple of topics that I've seen going on around social media and give you guys the scoop as to what is going on as of late. So let's jump right in and let me give you guys the scoop. Okay, so I'm going to first start off with Rah Ali and Ari. This kind of has been brewing for the past week, and it's been something that has been bubbling, and they have finally come to a head. Let me bring you guys up to speed. So on Rah Ali's website, she has her blog called On Site. And on the page, she reposted a tweet that Ari had posted up. And in the tweet, it said, "I'm really a sweet girl with good intentions. I just end up in bad situations sometimes. And it forced me to get out of character to protect myself from getting effed over." So in the caption, Rah Ali put, "Ari is tired of being misunderstood. #click, can y'all relate?" So Ari caught wind of it and she jumped down in the comments and she's like, "No, I'm not. What the F is you talking about?" And I kind of feel Ari because I'm like, wait, where did she say she was tired of being misunderstood? Like, she's saying she don't want to be effed over. Like, I don't know. So Rah Ali seen that she had jumped in her comments and she decided to repost it. And she replied and she said, "No, Ari, the real question is, what the F are you talking about, sis? We over here at On Site ain't the one or the two, mama." So basically, Rah Ali was like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't the ones to be messing with. We ain't the one or the two, blah, 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 blah. But it's like you reposted her and you said she's asking you, what are you talking about? And then now you saying you ain't the one because she's asking you what you talking about. Like, I guess. So anyways, Rah Ali continued to come for Ari and she continued to kind of like, antagonize her, and she added her and she was like, "What's good?" ? So being that Rah Ali kept sending for Ari decided to respond, which she was within her rights to respond, but how she responded was like, come on now, you can't be like, people take stuff too far sometimes. So she took it and she said, "Rah, I will beat the baby out your ass, B. Find somebody 40 and up to play with, ho." And it's like, just tell Rah you'll beat her ass when she delivered the baby, but saying that you're going to beat the baby out of her, it's just like, at that point, it becomes too much. But, Rah Ali, knowing that she's pregnant, is sending for her, and she responds, and they both, to me, was out of line, honestly. But anyways, so it just continued to go and it spiraled on into the DM where Ari decided to write Rah Ali in the DM and said that her baby daddy was going to be real disappointed on her mark, yada, yada, yada. And to that, Rah Ali decided to kind of somewhat play the victim about her being pregnant. But I'm like, you knew you was pregnant when you was sending for her in the first place. But anyways, this is what Rah Ali had to say.
It's Rah Ali. And, I've been made aware of the comments that were made by Ari stating that she was going to beat my baby out of me and so forth. I just want to give you all the courtesy of knowing that I will handle this situation accordingly. That's a promise on God, on my unborn child, as well as my deceased one. Okay. The internet is an open forum, and the things that we say here, they don't go away. I'm not interested in incriminating myself online. Just know that as God is my witness, that I will be in touch, guys. I will be in touch.
So she says that she's going to make a promise, and basically she's making a threat while trying to say she's not incriminating herself, but she's blatantly making a threat while saying that she's not making a threat, and saying that she is going to handle Ari for saying what she said about her child. And mind you, what she said, saying that she had beat the baby out of her, she was hella out of line, but so was Rah Ali for trying to antagonize her and send for her asking her what was she talking about in the first place. Like I said, they both were wrong. So anyways, after this, people started to bring up problematic things that Ari has said before. So there was a girl who I guess faked a pregnancy from G Herbo when Ari was with him, and Ari had made similar comments to that girl as well. So people tried to try to cancel Ari, and they were bringing up these receipts of problematic things that she said in the past. I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna play what else transpired between Rah Ali and Ari.
I ain't shit.
I don't know. We started talking about you being up another day. Baby, you don't get me to lie. I don't know. You know they say all type of shit. Baby, I'm lit. Y'all talking about a baby. Look, baby, if you ever got a bitch pregnant, bitch, you better abort it or I'm gonna kill a motherfucker. How about that? Baby, y'all keep talking about this man got a baby. Where's this baby at? Okay.
Okay, and so like I said, that was when she was dating G Herbo, and there was a girl who tried to say that she was pregnant by him, and that was her response, saying that, you know, she'd kill a motherfucker. So people was bringing that up and trying to cancel her because she said that she had beat the baby out of Rah. Anyways, fast forward. So Rah Ali decided to come forward and get some more things off her chest, and she alleged that Ari is messing with her ex-man or whatever, and she alleged that Ari is cheating on Moneybagg Yo.
Now, having all the facts laid out, I'm going to let you in on this. For the past several months, right? Several months, for about 9 to 10 months, Ari has been my ex.
What? Wow.
She has been hard body my ex. Okay, what? Ari may get on social media, portray the image that she is so happy and in love in her relationship, but it's all an act.
Well, let me put this on
crying, she's laughing, she's doing everything in between with this. Any second that she has free, that she's not in Bag's face, begging for attention from him, she's getting it from this. And that is where the passion and the hate came behind the message that she made. Because when you loving on a nigga that love another bitch, you got a little bit of jealousy and envy built up inside of you. Okay? That's what it really gets down to.
Okay, and then so after she alleged that Ari supposedly had messed with her ex or is currently messing with her ex, she continued to try to cancel her by showing all of the problematic things that Ari has said. And mind you, I agree that Ari be saying some silly stuff, and it be stuff that girls is looking and they're influenced by and they think is cute. I don't think none of it is cute, but a part of me just be feeling like when Rah Ali is talking, it's kind of like the pot calling the kettle black sometimes, and she's trying to kind of come off as a victim. Like, you gotta pick one. Like, either you a bully or you a victim, because although you're pregnant, you knew that you were pregnant when you was telling her you ain't the one and you ain't the two and you was coming for her. So it's like, you know, like, it's like, are you a bully, or are you on your bully, or are you this pregnant woman who should be sitting back and not antagonizing beef? Like, which one is it? Like, are you for the beef or you not? But anyways, like I said, she continued to try to cancel Ari with showing all of the problematic behavior that Ari had before. And this is what she had to say. Fletcher has threatened the children of other influencers, including Alexis Sky, who she warned earlier this year to hug your daughter tight. She also called out Sky's daughter's disability right and stop talking about the way people look when you have a daughter with disabilities that affects her from looking normal. Just last week, she tweeted that she enjoys being choked by men because it insinuates that they love her. She also stated that when a man threatens to beat your ass, it makes her feel like they love her. Her tweet came 2 days after she threatened a pregnant woman on Instagram during National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. A simple Google search can provide numerous of tweets, videos, and news coverage on Fletcher's WWF behavior. While the IG model and party promoter fans remain loyal to her bad girl image, the fact continues to point out a pattern of aggressive and threatening behavior towards whoever she feels crosses her. So we just hope that she's able to stand 10 toes down when that same aggression is brought face to face. So that is what Rah Ali said in the comments about what Ari has been doing. And she also provided several different receipts of times where Ari had, threatened Alexis Sky's baby and, made different little threats to different little blogs and just was displaying like her problematic behavior that other girls look up to and they are influenced by and they think that it's cute. And she was talking about how Ari always puts out these empty threats where she do always threaten people and you don't never see her actually do anything like about it. But that's neither here nor there. I just think it's all a big hoopla and a whole hot ass mess. I think both of them were wrong. I think that Ari is wrong for constantly threatening people's babies and bringing kids into it and sending out these empty threats. And I think Rah Ali was wrong for trying to antagonize her in the first place. Like, I feel like they both was wrong. But anyway, so we're going to jump on over to the next topic. But before we go into another celeb situation, let's take a break and talk about this nut job Nature Boy. Now, if you guys are my subscribers, then you guys seen my previous video that I did on Nature Boy and his cult of women that he got over there and all of the BS that he got going on. Well, once I made the video breaking down his problematic ways and how he talked to the women that he done convinced to be under his spell and get over there, this fool started commenting under my post telling me, "Thank you for the promotion." And so I'm looking at it and he done commented all the way from my Instagram to my YouTube, all down and talk about thanks for the promo, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, you over here talking about promo. If we talking about promo, then promo costs, baby. And I'm gonna need you to send a donation for this goddamn promo, since that's what you calling it. In my eyes, I call it exposing your behind, and hopefully the proper people get a hold of the video and see it and get alerted. But you call it promo, and so if that's what it is, it's promo, and I'm gonna need money for promo. So this crazy nut actually sent in the damn donation. I looked at that and I'm like, this nut job is crazier than I thought. Like, no, seriously, he really is, because after that, he then creeped in my DM talking about, oh, you beautiful, this and that. Like, first of all, I ain't one of these early 20 bimbos. Get away from me. Get out of my DMs. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Trying to come to me with that 2020 pimp talk. Like, boy, I am too old for the games, too old for the fuckery. I ain't one of these girls that get excited from a little bit of chump change. So you can't recruit me to your fucked up tribe, so don't even try, because I don't know if these is recruiting. I don't know if you trying to recruit. I don't know what the hell is going on, but baby, take it somewhere else. Now, I'm going to spend your little $50, but I ain't one of the weak-minded individuals, and I ain't in my early 20s, so move on with your pimp talk, okay? But I'm going to take your 50 because you need to pay some tithes for your fuckery. You need to pay a lot more for the bullshit that you be doing and the bullshit that you got going on. But in the meantime, I rebuke you. Now, let me go get some sage to burn, because now I got to cleanse my whole DMs and house and everything from that energy. Whoo, child, I'm running away the other direction. Go on. Let me get the sage while I go on to the next topic. Okay, so next we are going to talk about the vice presidential debate. Now, I don't get too much into politics on my channel, so I'm not really going to talk about the politics part of it. But there was a vice president debate, and there was a lot that was at the center of it that had a lot to do with not so much politics at all. So there was a fly that had landed on Pence's head, and social media was in an uproar saying that the fly was landing on shit, and they were clowning him for the fly landing on his head, blah, 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 blah. Then Lakeith Stanfield, who is an actor, he made a comment about the debate, and he made a comment saying that he didn't like Kamala Harris's hair. Now, in normal hypocritical fashion, everybody got in a tiffy and they got their pennies in a bunch because, oh my God, a black man is commenting on a black woman and black women are unprotected, and they brung out the whole unprotected brigade. So on the post, he says, I don't like her hair, but other than that, this is better than the last one, but still sad. So he's commenting on the fact that, he's watching the debate. He's engaged in the debate. He feels like the debate is better than the actual presidential debate. But, his takeaway from it was, I don't like her hair and this is sad. So to that, somebody commented and said, no need to use your voice for her looks. You have a powerful voice. Use it wisely. To which Lakeith responded and he said, I say what I want on my page. Where are all you warriors of power when I post about things that I believe in and support? You won't pressure me into speaking how you think I should. So then another woman replied to him and said, don't speak on a woman's look, TF, meaning the fuck. And then he says, what? Just because she's a woman doesn't mean I have to like her hair. What the F? Which is facts. Like, people act like, you know, like if you're a man, you cannot like a woman's hair. And if you're a woman, you cannot like a man's hair. Like, period. Like, people be making stuff more than what it actually is and trying to fit in this black woman is unprotected narrative anywhere they could squeeze it in. Like, it's just a mess. So then some chick by the name of light-skinned Creole. So it's a black girl who has to point out the fact that she's light-skinned and Creole, meaning that, I'm not even going to go into that. So anyways, she had to post, protect black women. This is very disheartening to see a black man try to tear down a black woman in the midst of her making history. Then another person wrote, just another black man participating in tearing another black progressive woman down. And the other side of social media, other people focused on a damn fly that landed on Pence's head. So he made a comment on her hair while the rest of social media made a whole memes for days about a fly landing on Pence's head. But, oh my God, Lakeith is where we draw the line, and we got to cancel him because he simply said he didn't like somebody's hair. And it's just like, y'all be the same ones who be clowning the mayor of Chicago, but then God forbid the ethnically ambiguous woman, somebody makes a critique about her, but it's like y'all choose when and where y'all want to protect, and y'all choose when and where y'all want to have a moral compass. It's just a mess and hypocritical because these same people be the same ones clowning Tiny for the way she looked, clowning the mayor of Chicago for the way that she looked, same ones who clown LeBron for his hairline, but he's a guy. So I guess we can give opinions when we not feeling something as women, or Tiny. Like, I seen a lot of people who would make a lot of memes about Tiny. They would call her Smokey Robinson, and it would be a lot of people, clowning and hee and ha-ha about her looks. So if you don't like the looks of the person, it's okay to clown it. But if you like the person, then, oh my God, God forbid somebody say something, because I didn't see nobody come to the mayor of Chicago's defense either when people was putting wigs on her head and making fun of how stressed out she looks and all of those things. Like, you can't pick and choose. And he didn't even say nothing that was that bad. All he said was, I don't like her hair. Period. He didn't like it. He didn't like the way the wig was sitting. Oh, well, move on. Like, it wasn't that deep. Like, it just was not that deep to me. And then people they think that people can't have opinions. Like, he don't have to like her hair if he don't want to just because he's a man. I just don't agree with that. Like, I don't agree with people thinking that, if it's a man, like, you could bully them, you could say what you want, you can hit them, you can do all these things to men, but, oh my God, if it's a woman, like, no, like, respect goes both ways, and y'all can't pick and choose when y'all want to apply respect. And what he said wasn't even disrespectful. Like, he didn't disrespect her. He just said, I don't like her hair. Like, he's entitled to not like somebody's hair. Like, I just don't get the world that we live in where we can have opinions, like the women can have opinions and we can have all the thoughts, but then like nobody else can have opinions, and God forbid you have an opinion on a black woman. Like, I don't agree. I don't know. And granted, the mayor do be looking crazy, and granted, there are similarities in Tiny, but the same way somebody could point out those things and y'all not get mad is the same way he can point out the fact that he didn't like her hair. And the stuff that y'all be saying about people be way meaner, like way meaner. It just simply to me was not that deep. It just was not the whole, where we need the whole black women are unprotected army and million woman march. It just wasn't that deep to me at all.
Black women, they're the hardest to deal with, man. They the version of a woman you can have. I say, whoa, wait on. You talking to the wrong person, man. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's the most beautiful aspect of black women is that they've been through the most to go through in this country. You know what I mean? They really have been through the most, and that's a beautiful thing. That's something that that should empower you to be a better version than what the you are. Instead of having you feel beat down by it, it empowers you to be better. So the woman that's been through the most, that's the one I want on my side. Because then she understand when I go through some shit, how to deal with the shit. She done been through it all. And that's a beautiful thing. Don't ever throw them in the back burner like they, because you can't understand what they went through.
Okay, so that is Lakeith Stanfield, and that's what he had to say. That's a couple words off of his chest. But anyways, so moving on to the next subject, and since I last brung up LeBron, I guess we will go into the next subject, talking about LeBron being a celebrity who now has his face on a box of Wheaties.
Celebration of LeBron James and the foundation. As the next Wheaties champion, we will be donating $1,000. Yeah, we gotta get the back too. Gotta get the back. This is just a kid from Akron.
Okay, so LeBron was happy about his accomplishment of being on the box of Wheaties, and I was scrolling through the blogs, looking at comments, and one comment made me fall straight out. Okay. Somebody said, I remember I begged my mother for Wheaties because Jordan was on the box. My mother finally bought it, and it was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted in my life. She didn't care. She made me finish the box. Traumatizing. Anywho, okay, so now we are going to move on to Miss Lori Harvey. Now, Lori Harvey is the stepdaughter of Steve Harvey, and she has been making her dating rounds she's a young girl, and young girls date, and they date who they want when they please, and it is what it is. So now she has stopped dating Trey Songz, stopped dating Diddy, stopped dating Future, and now it appears that she may possibly be dating Akon's brother, Boo. I mean, she sure knows how to go after the bag. I mean, I don't know. You would think that she would be getting her own bag by modeling because the girl is gorgeous. But, I mean, shit, if she could get the bag from them, why not? All right, and so the last thing I'm going to talk about is Jeannie Mai saying that she wants to submit to Jeezy. Now, as you guys know, he proposed to her and they are in a relationship for some time. And she was talking about a segment on their show where some man was talking about how a woman is supposed to submit, blah, 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 blah. And to that, she responded and said going into her marriage, she wants to submit to Jeezy.
So the actual definition of submit is to accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. So I'm gonna say right here that I, Jeannie Mai, going into my marriage, I want to submit to my man. Let me explain. When I hear this definition, like you just said, Adrian, submitting has a negative connotation. It means that you are less important, you are lower than that person that you're submitting to. It usually can be like, referenced as somebody who works lower than you, and that's not what I'm referring to here. Yeah, but what I really learned in my life for my definition of marriage, I'm not saying what I want works for everybody, I'm saying for me, I'm a very dominant woman. I own my business, I lead my teams, I played my own manager, my own publicist, my own lawyer when I didn't have money to have those people. So I make the decisions in my life. When I come home, I like the idea that my man leads us. That doesn't mean that in this case, Jay makes all the decisions for us.
Okay, so that was just a quick snippet of her talking about her wanting to submit when she goes into her marriage with Jeezy. What do you think about submission? Are you willing to submit to your man? Are you currently submitting to your man? And what do you think in terms of submission? Because submission, as far as like your man being the leader, is totally different than coddling and babying and just listening to a man just tell you what to do and being on his command. It's two different sides of the coin.
Mac and cheese. Corn.
You don't gotta keep saying it like that.
Corn. Hold it both ends.
Here.
Some more. Bread. Booty smack. Piece of chicken. Another piece. Other side.
That's extra.
Juice. Kiss. Mac and cheese again. Boss.
All right, guys, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, this is the perfect time to hit subscribe right now. If you have not checked out my website, this is the perfect time to check out my website right now. You can find the links to all of these things down in the description box. I appreciate your support so much. So hit that subscribe button, hit up my website, and let me know your thoughts down below. All right, guys, peace.